Morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. We getting started. All right. lot of songs in here, and I wish some of them were what I would want to put on the show. All right, well, we're going to get it going, get it started, do what we do best in here. Little Mesa for y'all. Hey. And now at last I know. Hey. In my mind. You let me shine. You let me shine. Hey, you let me shine. You know what? I have that. Alright, put it on here. I have to. You won't let me in on the computer, so. Let me shine. And then you need to make sure you're not in traffic going around again. Can you check the monitor today? No, I don't have time for that. Take y'all back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of y'all know what this is? You alone, curse you out and over the phone. Because you haven't on the phone. Regret you was gone. Then she wouldn't have to worry. Only leave you alone. All because you haven't on the phone. You was gone. And then she wouldn't have to worry. I will leave you alone. You haven't answered the phone. Regret you was gone. And then she wouldn't have to worry.
Don't make a move without contacting Focus Movers. They offer affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, fully equipped state-of-the-art trucks, locally owned and operated, a 24-hour call center. If you give them a call, do it today. 443-506-7905. Don't make a move without Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. Free moving quotes, commercial and residential, full service moves, local and long distance. Last second emergency moves can be done too. They are fully licensed and insured. Call them at 443-506-7905 or book online at www.focusmovers.com. Don't make a move without calling Focus Movers.
Castle Crest Barbershop, located 7171 Security Boulevard, Baltimore, Maryland 21244. Men, women, and kids, we do it all with a professional master barber to serve you. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Please contact 410-944-CUTS. That's 410-944-5889. Please tell them WMSKOnlineradio.com. Send you. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Radio.com.
Hey, it's me, it's your girl, your favorite blogger, Lady Blue, and you are listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineradio.com, where talk radio just got better.
5. Come on, let's go. 4. Here we go. And 3. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here. 2, 1. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all tuned into Lady Blue. 4. I'm about to do something new, something true. You go over something with your pants. Woke up this morning feeling like I want to dance. New day, new blessings. Live, learn lessons, answers, questions. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Been through the fire, I'm a survivor. Satan even tried us, he didn't prosper. So much going on in the world that won't stop us. Oh, we got faith. All my prayer warriors pray. This is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Hey, this is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Good morning. Ah. You've been forgiven. Hey. Yes. We do need to do it for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Good morning. All right. Good morning. It is me, it's your girl, it's your fave blogger, Lady Blue, coming at you LIVE live right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m., WMSKOnlineradio.com, where talk radio just got better. How you doing? How is everybody on this fabulous Thursday, this thankful Thursday, this think about it Thursday, this thought, whatever Thursday you want to call it? How y'all doing? Okay, that's right. We're going to get up. We're going to get into it. We have a special guest calling in the 10 o'clock hour, and that is going to be Green Party candidate for delegate candidate Bonnie Raven Lane. She was a guest of mine at my Sharing the Vision Network fundraiser, and I'm excited to have her as a guest on the show so she can talk about her candidacy. She can talk about the things going on with the homeless community here in Baltimore and a few of the other things that she has going on. But as usual, let's get it started with some positive vibes. I'm not going to call out a whole bunch of names today, but I want y'all to know if you are celebrating your birthday, some of you, I know your birthday is this month. Brian with the lyrics. Hello, happy birthday to those of you celebrating a birthday this week. Looking forward to it. Enjoy yourself. Live it up. Thank God for another year here on this earth, and just make the most of your day. Y'all know we got positive stories. We got all that. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to talk about hot topics today because they're too hot. They are way hot. And I think the biggest thing, the YouTube channel, I am live. You can look at me. You can look at my son. He's in here with me. And we can just have a great time and share right here on YouTube. I've shared the link on Facebook, so get on over there. Join me on the YouTube channel. Subscribe so you can catch up. And you can also go on over to WMSKOnlineradio.com and download the app right there on your computer so you don't have to go far from your desk. So let's get it rocking in here with some positive stories. And the first one I want to start off with is about a little 13-year-old boy named Jaquan Faulkner out of Minneapolis. Many of y'all probably heard or saw this story, but somebody called 911 on this child who was serving or selling hot dogs. He opened a hot dog stand to help get money to pay for his school clothes. And the cops got called. So instead of the cops coming there ready to arrest and throw people on the ground and this, that, and the other, they saw what the young man was doing, and the city of Minneapolis stepped in, and instead of shutting them down, they helped him get a license and a business, and now he is legally, with the help of the Minneapolis Police Department and the city of Minneapolis, is selling hot dogs to help raise money for his school clothes. Now, that's probably the best 911 call the cop story that I've ever heard, but I got another one for you, okay? Because I want you all to see that not all cops are bad. Not all of them are bad seeds. Some of them do want to help. So keep that in mind. But lately, I mentioned it last show. I'm going to mention it again this show. If y'all don't stop calling 911 for this stupidity, is getting on my nerves. But anyway, last night the story came out, another little boy delivering newspapers. Now, some people are less like, delivering newspapers? Who delivers newspapers anymore? They still have newspaper routes, people, okay? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it don't happen. Those papers don't just magically appear, okay? So somebody called on this, this boy was 11 years old, called him for suspicious activity for delivering newspapers. So the cops came out, pretty much dismissed everything, verified that he was legally selling newspapers, and let him go on and continue selling his newspapers. I don't get it. The world that we are living in today, y'all are 911 happy. And I'm sorry, I really think you should be charged for calling 911 for that foolishness. Because you also had a man up in New York at the Dollar General call 911 on a lady who was using a coupon. Just like the one over in the CVS called for a lady using a coupon who he thought was fake, okay? This one told the lady she already got the $10 off on the items she had, and she was abusing the system and was not allowed to use any more coupons. You can use coupons. I've seen so many people walk in the Dollar General with a handful of coupons, and they use the coupons and get the $10 off. What's the problem? It's called saving money. Well, anyway, then he called the cops and said he was being harassed and said that she was filming him without his permission. Well, in the city of New York, you can legally go into any retail establishment and videotape if you so choose to do so. So one, she wasn't violating the law. Two, I'm quite sure she's gotten in touch with corporate. I'm quite sure she's gotten in touch with corporate. And three, wasted time on the part of 911 and calling the cops out. Now, see, what's happening is they're putting these calls in the guise of something that's serious. Suspicious activity, assault, bodily harm, things like that. These are things cops take seriously, okay? And I can say this because I know, okay? And because I myself work in the police department. But here's the thing. You put a 911 call in that guise, yes, you're going to get the cops out. When the cops come out there and they see they're out there for something as frivolous as you not wanting to accept a coupon, or you calling on a 9 or a 10-year-old because you don't like the fact that they're selling something that, you know, okay, walk on, move on, okay? It's a waste of taxpayer money. It's a waste of community time. It's a waste, even though they called out, they've done their duty, it's a waste of their time to come out to settle a frivolous argument when both of y'all could just go inside, close your door, and leave it alone. That's just my feel on it. So anyway, hats off to Jaquan Faulkner out of Minneapolis for getting his business license. There was another feel-good story out there about a police officer in Miami, I believe it was, who helped a homeless man shave for an interview. And what happened is that this homeless man went in for an interview, went to McDonald's to get an application. He wanted a job. McDonald's said that they would give him a chance if he came back clean shaven. So he was at a loss as how he was going to do this. He was homeless. He didn't have all of these things. I guess the police officer caught wind of it, or he went to the police officer to ask him for help. So the police officer, guess what? Shaved him up, cleaned him up, sent him on in there to McDonald's to get his job. And the police officer stated he wished he could have done more. Just the fact that you cleaned him up for him to get a job, that right there speaks volumes. There are some good out there, folks. There really are some good people out there, and we really need to learn to see the good that's happening out there in the world. There was another feel good story about two brothers who basically are living the dream right now. One, the older brother takes care of the younger brother who has cerebral palsy, and they run together. He's been with him on marathons and Ironmans and things like that. And their dream was to go to the Kona Ironman in Hawaii. And so they've been training, 26 miles and swimming and all this other stuff. And they completed their last marathon. And at the finish line, they got the announcement of a lifetime. They heard that because of their tenacity, because of their drive, because of their persistence, because of their heart, they got an honorary invite to the Kona Ironman in Hawaii. Oh my gosh, they broke down in tears. It was absolutely awesome. They're both going. But to see an older brother that takes up for his younger brother, he's been like that since they were young, just taking up for his younger brother, making sure that he can go and do these things. We also have a story about young sisters that started an anti-bullying clothing line called Flexing in My Complexion. Flexing in My Complexion, that's what it's called. It's an anti-bullying clothing line that got the attention of Lupita Nyong'o, Alicia Keys, and Nike. So these two little girls are now, they're on the path to greatness with this anti-bullying statement called Flexing in My Complexion. It's called, you got to enjoy and live the skin you're in. That's basically what that is. So hats off to these two little girls for the start of their clothing line. We've had a couple of younger people who have graduated and been accepted to numerous colleges. There was one young man slept in homeless shelters as a kid, and now he's going to Harvard on a full ride. He has the whole 9 yards in front of him. So if he can do it, you can do it. There is also, there's so much going on. I wish I could tell you. There are so many positive stories. Y'all got to go on over there to Lady Blue on Facebook and just see the number of positive stories that are there. I even have some cute little baby pets on there for those of you who like those baby pets. They are on there. So take a look at some of these stories that are out there. See the positive that's going on in the world, because we have so much of it. It's hard to wake up every morning and all you see is negative this and who tweeted what while they were in the bathroom last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who cares? Well, we care, but who cares? Okay. I'm tired of hearing about number 45. Number 45 getting on my nerves. He has thrown the United States under the bus. We know this. We've seen it. We've heard it. Now the tapes are out. I'm waiting for the man to say it wasn't him, because that's about to come down the line. And this is what I've been telling y'all about, the infamous act of gaslighting. This is gaslighting at its best. This is brainwashing at its best, making you think what you heard was not what you heard, so you can't believe what you heard because you didn't hear it. But it was right there in front of your face, and it has you scratching your head. He did a quickie pop-up rally somewhere in the Midwest telling veterans it's not what you think it is. It's not what you heard. Hello, we heard it, okay? Let's put it that way. We heard it. You can't get past that. We heard it. Okay. A few other things that are going on in and around and everywhere. They apparently found water again on Mars. Okay. And I'm sorry, I was laughing because my daughter put up a post that said they start building houses on Mars. I'm going. Yeah, everybody ready to just escape. That's basically where it is. Everybody is ready to escape. I do want to give a really quick Happy anniversary to some dear friends of mine, and that is the Woodwards, Tim and Amanda, who are celebrating. Yes, they are celebrating their first year anniversary. Yay! And I also want to give a shout out to Christina Souders from the 505, my 505 crew. She got married this past weekend, so congratulations to you, newlyweds and year-end newlyweds. And I'm about to be 2 years in, and I'm still feeling like a newlywed. So yes. Happy anniversary, happy blissful marriage, all that good stuff to those of you out there. I also want to give a shout out to E. Digga, CEO of Charm City Direct TV. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Seize up. Enjoy your day, my friend. Anyway, moving on. I was talking about 911. I don't want to get too far into 911, but again, I want to state to everyone that is under the sound of my voice, if you are not dying, if it is not a life or death situation, if it is not impeding on your personal space, in other words, they ain't in your personal vault, stop calling 911. Stop calling 911 to find out where your car is. Stop calling 911 to find out why the traffic is backed up. Stop calling 911 to find out when the police station closes. They have main numbers for that, people. Okay? Main number. Google if you must have a number. Okay? Some of y'all probably live right next door to your police station, won't even go there. Okay? 911 is for life or death emergency situations where your life is in peril, someone else's life is in peril, something is about to happen that you're witnessing. You know that something is getting ready to go down that shouldn't be going down. Somebody just left the house with a rifle and 12 boxes of rounds. That's a 911 situation. A hot dog is not a 911 situation. Mowing the lawn is not a 911 situation. Selling water is not a 911 situation. We live in Baltimore. Come on. These kids are out here hustling left and right. If they ain't wiping your windows, they're trying to wash your car. If they ain't trying to wash your car, they're trying to give you a bottle of water on a hot day, and you probably sitting in your car going, man, I can use a bottle of cold water. And there it is, right there for you. But I don't want to come out. We need to get these kids employed. We need to give them something that's going to give them a purpose so that they're not standing out on the street, so they're not standing on the street corner, so they're not trying to hustle a dollar. They're hustling a dollar another way, learning a business, learning how to become an entrepreneur, learning a skill that they've always wanted to learn. This is how you incorporate your youth, your young adults, those who may have had a bad rap, and have gotten out and want to make good. And believe me, there are those out there that want to make good. They really, really do. But society won't give them a chance. But I bet you will. If you have business, you will. Give them a chance. Come on. Okay? They did their time. Leave them alone. That's how I feel about it. Okay? That is how I feel about it. So, just stop. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Just cut it out. It just makes no sense that you to keep harassing these children because you're uncomfortable. And you know what? The thing of it is these same people are probably the people that see these children every day and say hi and wave, or probably turn up their nose and walk in their house, whichever way they do it. The point of the matter is, you just wasted people's time. That's basically what it is. You've wasted people's time on that. So we're getting ready to go to commercial break. If my phone would ever act like it has some sense. There's always one thing with electronics that just gets on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? It just does it all the time. Doesn't matter what you do. Anyway, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come on back. As you all know, we have my special guest calling in today, and that's going to be Bonnie Raven Lane, Green Party delegate candidate who's going to be talking about her candidacy. And before I leave out of here, on July 29th from 4 to 8 p.m. in Jamaica, Queens, New York, on 9040 160th Street is going down. Chic Click and a Gentleman Pop-Up Shop. Come and join us for a day of shopping, family fun, and entertainment. We will have vendors of all kinds in the building. Come on out and support some local businesses. Bring the kids, 12 and under, are free. Let them enjoy the food, popcorn, and the bouncy house while you get your shop on with the jewelry, the clothing, and the unique handcrafted items. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Just search and click on Chic Click and a Gentleman Pop-Up Shop, or click on the pop-up shop banner on the WMSKOnlineRadio.com website, and we hope to see you there. Go on out to New York, y'all, and enjoy yourselves. Come on, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Okay, anyway, I got a new song coming up for y'all that I want y'all to hear. Then we're going to have our Thursday throwback chair dance, but it's by Riotous, and it's called Pray With Me, and y'all got to let me know what you think of this song. I am excited to play it. If you have music, we can chat about that. Don't send it to me in my messenger box because I ain't going to listen. Okay, I'm just telling y'all now. You got to email me and follow protocol. Okay. So we're going to cut on over to commercial break. We're going to get ready for our calling guest. We are going to enjoy the Thursday throwback chair dance. And then I got some stuff for y'all to do. So break out your calendar because I need you to mark down your calendar for stuff to do. All right. So this is Lady Blue of the Lady Blue Radio Show live right here, WMSKOnlineRadio.com, home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, where talk radio just got better. Thursday throwback chair dance.
MSKOnlineRadio.com, commercial free 24/7.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your favorite poet of all time, Boy Freedom Writer. And y'all listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show, live, WMSKOnlineRadio.com. You know, talk radio just got better, right?
Right. And you are listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better.
Here it comes.
I just lost my girl, different than got my whole day, man, I'm feeling trying to be a man, really good man, but the more I try, see some money all in life, come and pray with me, yeah, come and pray with me, come and pray with me, yeah, come and pray with me. Love is for your mother. Love is to take you. Love to be your business. It's like always being and friends for this.
Hold on. What? Who? Today? Depends on what. I'm thinking I got a movie premiere we gotta go to tonight. Well, I'm ready for WMSK. It's not something that we can take the family. I'll probably try to go to the movies with y'all.
I want to see Incredible 2.
That's what I want to think.
Well, then I want to see if I still have a good show.
You know, after that too, not just me.
But you're going to take it away. So, it's up to you. Every time I ask him, it's always up to you. He always says that.
me. Thank you. I'm going to some old favorites for my Thursday throwback chair dance, so y'all just hang on in. Come and play with me. Come and play with me. I don't know, I kind of like it. What y'all think? And it's righteous, not riotous, it's righteous. And now we go into the Thursday throwback chair dance. Woo, 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 woo. Hey. Oh, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left, because I've been blasting and lasting so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never met a man who didn't deserve it. That's unheard of. Saying prayers by the street light. Keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Paradise. Oh! I got this chair. Down with the hood. Too much stuff I did, you got me chasing you. I'm an entertainer with money on my mind. Got a plan in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a what can I say? I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Money in the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. How can they reach me? I guess they can't. I guess they won't. I guess they won't. That's why I know my love is Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt, see, are you and me? That the ones we hurt.
for quite a while. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, oh, and I like it. You choose up my spine every time I take one look at you. You're starting my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you comb your hair, and I like the stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you, you know exactly what to do. You put that fire inside of me and make it more than just a dream. And I like it. You said choose your spine every time I take one look at you. And I like it. Ooh, and I like it. Just one more time. Every day and every night, my every thought is you. The things you do, hey, so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl. Oh boy, protein shake time. You said choose your spine every time I take one look at you. Y'all sing it, y'all know it. Yay! You're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way you comb your hair, and I like the stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. I love you, Yes. Ready? Let's go, let's go. Ooh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One more time. Here we go. Yes. I like this. I like Bonnie? Yes. Okay, just hold the line. Yes, Bonnie, just hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bonnie?
I can hear you.
Okay, just hold the line.
Hard to hear.
Yeah, just hold the line.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Just hold the line, Bonnie. Hold on.
Gotcha.
I want your information on what's happening in the G-Bowl. Police department and the public. All successful and former inmates such as myself. You don't want to miss it. Celebrities, sports, entertainment, real estate, and financial literacy. Make sure you visit us on our website at faithbsUS.com. Our social media at faithbsUS and Facebook at faithbsUS magazine. We are the voice of the voiceless. We'll stand
WMSKOnlineradio.com. Commercial free 24/7. Yo, it's the Energy Rocks, and you were listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineradio.com. Talk radio just got better.
All right, everybody. We are back. This is Lady Blue live right here, Lady Blue Radio Show on WMSKOnlineradio.com, home of Cheryl Underwood Radio. Make sure you are following us on Instagram and Twitter. Lady Blue's on Instagram and Twitter too, but we'll get to that later. And before I bring in my special call-in guest, I told y'all to bring out your calendar, so bring out your calendar because I got some stuff for you, okay? I got some stuff for you. But before I even go into that, make sure you have pre-ordered your copy of the second issue of State vs. Us magazine. That's right, State vs. Us magazine, highlighting high-profile cases, wrongfully convicted stories, corruption in the prison and the police department, success stories of former inmates, entertainment, and more. You got to get your copy today because it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. You can go to State vs. Us Mag, that's statevsusmag.com. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you have a story to tell, want ad space, want a feature, email us at stateversususmag@gmail.com. And y'all, I'm telling you, get the first copy and then be ready for the second copy. The second copy, on the cover, can't miss it. My Son, the New York General. There are some stories in there that y'all are really, really going to want to read and hear about. So make sure you pick up your copy now. For the second thing that I want y'all to do, I already gave you the thing to do in New York on July 29th. So make sure you're doing the Chic Click and the Gentleman pop-up shop is going on in Jamaica, Queens. So that's July 29th. August the 11th. Mark down that time on your calendar, that date, from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. is going to be the birthday bowling bash in honor of Miss Connoisseur Tia Hamilton over at the Towson Bowling Lanes, the AMF Bowling Lanes on 701 Southwick Drive in Towson, Maryland. And proceeds will go to benefit 50 Shades of Blue. For $36, you're going to get 2 hours of bowling, shoes, foods, drinks. If you want alcohol, that's separate. But we're going to come out, have a good time, and celebrate the birthday of Miss Connoisseur. Now, your third thing for your calendar, okay? Actually, there's 4 things, but we'll get to the other thing later. The third thing is October 20th. Make sure you have marked down on October 20th the 4th annual 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference happening at the Furley Recreational Center, 4633 Furley Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a whole lot going on. We've got fantastic speakers. We have got Corey George, who is joining us, who was on the 7th season of Fix My Life with Iyanla Vanzant. We have got speakers, we've got entertainment, we've got all sorts of stuff going on, so make sure you get your tickets for that event as well. So, as we continue on, I want to introduce you all to my special guest who has called us today, and that is Bonnie Raven Lane. Good morning, Miss Bonnie.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. How you doing today?
Very good.
All right. Well, everybody, I met Bonnie, about a month ago, almost 2 months ago, and we met up really on Facebook, and I got to know who Bonnie was and what Bonnie was going through and what she was dealing in. And Bonnie is also a Green Party candidate for a delegate here in Maryland. You want to tell us about that, Bonnie?
Sure. I'm a candidate for the House of Delegates, 43rd District. And that is right here in Charles Village, Waverly, Able, Youngster, Oak Youngster, Waverly, Hamilton, Park Laurelville. There's like 20 or 30 neighborhoods in that district.
Cool. So what made you decide that you wanted to take up this task of running for a delegate?
Because I think the current system is failing people, and people need to be able to meet their basic human needs, such as food, clothing, and shelter. And that there's a lot going on and a lot of corruption. And, the police are out of control, and a lot of our politicians are out of control. And they just think they can do whatever they want to people, and they keep getting away with it.
Amen to that one. So, I mean, we hear this all day. We hear it every day. I mean, we wake up to that kind of mess on a daily basis. And with you stepping in and with other candidates that are stepping in that are young, they're fresh faces, do you feel that Baltimore is ready for that?
I I think Baltimore needs that,
Mm-hmm.
and Baltimore is ready for that.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So was it hard for you to get everything together to get your candidacy going?
Yes, I am on the ballot in November.
Mm-hmm.
My website is bonniefor43.com.
Okay.
And I want to do a lot of things differently. And I'm formerly homeless, so that's one thing that drives my passion with everything I do.
Okay.
I want to make sure everyone has housing, number one.
Okay, so you just brought up one of the topics I mentioned that we were going to talk about today, and that's the homeless situation in Baltimore. Being that you were formerly homeless, we won't get too deep into that unless, you have something you want to share with all of us. But what do you think can change the homeless situation here in Baltimore?
I think that if we had a program, not think Habitat for Humanity would fund it, but something like Habitat for Humanity,
Mm-hmm.
where everybody who wanted to could pitch in and help rehab the vacant and teach other people how.
Okay.
Homeless people have skills. Most of them have not always been homeless. So I think we could develop a program to where we could take over the vacants and rehab them and let homeless people that help work on their houses kind of move into their houses.
Okay. And I really thank you for saying that because, there's a lot of other states here in the country who are eradicating the homeless situation by giving the homeless the jobs that technically is very hard to fill, that a lot of people will not take, such as picking up trash off the street or emptying the garbage cans or window washing or things like that. Do you think those are things that should be offered to the homeless community?
I absolutely agree with that. I also think you need to put your money where your priorities are.
Mm-hmm.
So last year in Baltimore, we spent $444 million on police and $67 million on housing.
Wow, I had no idea.
Affordable trust fund that's never really been funded.
Wow, I had no idea. That number just blew my mind. I had no idea. So with this, because they seem to want to just they want to eradicate homelessness, but at the same time, it looks more like it's just a push measure. Like, let me get you out of here so it looks decent, and we'll just go put, you can go someplace else and take up shop there.
That's really going on in Baltimore. Like, we can afford to keep people out of their tents, take everything they own, and put up fences. Like the fence around War Memorial Plaza was like $500,000, but we can't afford to house people. That's ridiculous to me.
Wow. I brought up the measure before about the tiny houses, because tiny houses seem to be working in a whole lot of different places, Canada included. Do you think that is something that Baltimore should look into?
I couldn't hear the first part of your question.
I said, I brought up the measure about tiny houses because tiny houses seem to be taking on and alleviating some of the homeless situation in many states, including Canada, country of Canada. Canada's not a state, y'all. Okay. Do you think that is something that Baltimore should look into?
Definitely. I just went to the National Conference on Homelessness in DC, Housing Not Handcuffed, and there was a presenter from Seattle, and they're doing that there, and they have entire tiny house villages, and it is working in other places, yeah.
Okay.
But then you get the not in my backyard thing where people don't want homeless people or tiny houses next to them, so we have to do something about that as well.
Right. Well, now you were on another measure recently that I saw the Facebook Live on, and that had to do with the mobile shower. Tell us about that.
So, Organization of Hope has a mobile shower laundry truck that also has bathroom facilities that they had a 30-day pilot program with the city, so they're looking to get the pilot extended. But I think we should invest in more things like that resources for homeless people, that they can use. And definitely having access to shower and laundry in a bathroom is a big thing. Right.
Now here's my question with that. That working in conjunction with a clothes closet, because sometimes some of the clothing just can't be washed. Let's put it that way. Okay. It's beyond repair. It's falling apart. Washing it might just totally, deteriorate all the material. What about partnering with some of these clothes closets that have clothes to give that, it just takes the point of just showing up at a certain time and picking out what you want and then, moving on?
That would be great also. I noticed Organization of Hope had clean clothes available there for people as well.
Okay, awesome. Now, another thing that I do notice when it comes to homelessness, and I noticed this because I did do temporary work at social services, is that sometimes the homeless can't get their benefits or their checks because they don't have mailboxes. What about that situation? If they could just get a permanent address to give them the ability to apply for a job, would that help as well?
There are several places in Baltimore homeless people can get mail right now.
Okay.
They can get it through Healthcare for the Homeless, Francis Kim Center, or Daily Bread, etc.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad you brought that up. Now, one more thing I want to bring up about the homeless situation is healthcare. What is it about healthcare that we're seeing so many stories of those that are not getting the healthcare, they're dying out on the streets, they're not getting adequate anything for that matter. Is that something that's on your list of things to do?
Well, to me, housing is healthcare. Once you get people in a safe, secure environment, a lot of things can now happen. I mean, we do a homeless Memorial Day every year in Baltimore, where we memorialize usually at least 100 people or more that have died on the street. And I think 95% of those are probably preventable deaths.
Right. That I do agree on. What do you now? When it comes to winter, I think that's the hardest part that hits Baltimore, because we've had some winters where you don't even want your pets outside, much less a viable human being outside in that cold weather. You have organizations that do things like the individual tents, the crocheted plastic mats that can be rolled up and used instead of these other things. How do we get to a point where we're starting to work together and everything's not in all these little these spider veins? Where they need to come together and work together to make sure the homeless community is taken care of.
That's true. One example of working together is something that I have coming up on August 26th. I'm doing the People's Barbecue for the Homeless for the 7th year in a row. And we normally get like 34 different organizations across the city that come together to help me put that on.
Okay.
So that's one example of collaboration. And if we could further that, to make it go all year round where people are constantly collaborating. And there are people that collaborate with me all year round. I get calls all the time like, I need this, I need that, where can people go? So I'm constantly connecting homeless people and other people to resources. So that they can get what they need.
Okay.
If we know that there's a place. The
Okay.
hardest part is the housing, though. There just isn't any real affordable housing in this town.
Right.
You have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to pay rent. And then if you're lucky, you can eat. Or pay your need to eat.
Right. And I think that's another thing. It's just highway robbery here in the state of Maryland, because the reports are out there. Minimum wage don't even handle a studio apartment in the state of Maryland, much less trying to get something where there can be more than 1 or 2 people in a place. I mean, you've got families that are living together in some of these houses because the mortgages are ridiculous. I'm just gonna say it. The mortgages are stupid. Go ahead.
Why part of my campaign is for something Dr. King called for back in the day. I'm calling for it, and other candidates in the Green Party are calling for it. It's called the Universal Basic Income Guarantee, where everyone would get a check, no matter who you are, no matter what, that at least your basic needs could be met.
Amen to that one. Amen to that one, because I mean, especially with the current administration and the way things are going, how does your party, not just you, but your party as a whole, feel about the current administration?
Well, we're in opposition to pretty much everything he does. We're a party of not cookie cutter politicians, so a lot of activists and advocates and people that have been putting in work all year round, not just showing up when it's election season and say, hey, now come vote for me.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So we're a party, based on, social justice and helping the environment.
And I applaud you all for that. And I'm going to ask you this question because we've just seen it in the recent election where a lot of Baltimore voted where they were comfortable. Do you feel that Baltimore needs to break out of their comfort zone and start looking and thinking outside the box? Because a lot of people that are on the ballot are just the people that are the faces they've been comfortable with all this time, who haven't changed, who haven't done anything. So do you feel Baltimore is ready for it's time to crack the mold and try to break the stigma that's Baltimore.
I definitely feel that. I mean, if you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results. Kind of thing.
Right.
And especially in my race, I'm in the 43rd district. So currently I'm up against Maggie McIntosh, a newcomer named Regina Boyce, and Delegate Kurt Anderson. And I don't know if you've all been following this, but Delegate Anderson is under investigation for sexual assault, and he's still on the ballot right now. The official ballot does get set August 6th, but up to this point, we have a possible, sexual predator on the ballot. So yeah, I think we do need to change it.
Ooh, my goodness. What is it with this, I'm not gonna say these, those, they're people, but what is it that has caused this to be the main issue? The sexual awareness is it's on high, and it's been something that's been going on for eons, and it's like it's prevalent now. Why do you feel that it's so prevalent right now?
I think the Me Too movement has probably brought a lot of things to light, but I know a lot of people that were Me Too, including myself, before there was ever a Me Too movement.
Okay, so
and people aren't afraid to speak about. Some people just aren't afraid to speak about things.
Right.
I mean, if I know it's injustice, I've got to speak about it. A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't like me for it, but it is what it is.
Right. I mean, you got to think about it. When you go into, it's not about making friends. Yeah, you want to network, you want to make connections, you want to do these things, but you got to do the thing that is hard for a lot of people to do. So I applaud you for that, stepping in the ring and wanting to do the dirty work, because that seems to be the thing that nobody wants to do. So tell us a little bit more about the barbecue for the homeless.
Okay, the barbecue for the homeless is Saturday, August 26th, 1 to 4 p.m. It's at the Shot Tower this year, which is located at 801 East Fayette Street, right across from the main post office or diagonal from it. And this is our 7th year, so we feed 1,000 people typically at this event. We have a lot of community partners that come on board to help with that.
Wow.
Some of this year's our Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. One less than nine. WLOI Loyola Radio has been providing the entertainment every year. Full Circle Auto Repair Training Center, a Baltimore Ethical Society, a Venice Trash Removal, and one I want to give a big shout out to is Charm City C and Let's Feed the City. This is their first Bill Flood Me, and we're trying to raise money because it takes a lot to feed 1,000 people. So if you can look that up, or I'll post additional things. That's the People's Barbecue Almost 2018, or you can call or text me at 443-494-9569.
Awesome. Now I do want to, Charm City C does a lot. I am network friends with Charm City C. So if y'all don't know who Charm City C is, go check it out. If you have anything, I'm gonna put it out there to you all that are listening to me. If you have anything that you wish to donate, what exactly are you looking for? Are you looking for food? Or are you looking for, what is it that you're looking for this barbecue?
We're looking for food, paper products, clothing, shoes, toiletries, because we do more than barbecue. We give out everything we can find. It's a full resource kind of thing.
Okay. So, if those of you that are out there, take $5, $10, $20, go to the thrift store. You can buy up socks, you can buy up shirts, you can buy up shoes, you can buy up a whole heck of a lot for $20 at the thrift store. Trust and believe if you know where you're shopping at, okay? And you can go to the dollar store and clear up on toiletries, buy napkins, plates, cups, Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are big. And I do want to call out for feminine products, because you do have females that are homeless that are in need of feminine products, okay? And y'all know what that is. I don't have to tell you what that is. But feminine products are a must if you are a young female that is out on the street. Now, one more question, Bonnie. The homeless population, do you see more older or do you see younger homeless, or is it a mix?
I'm seeing a lot more younger people now. A lot of younger people.
Why do you think that is?
It used to be mostly older people, like when I was street homeless about 10 years ago, but now I'm seeing a lot of younger people.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
Well, people are aging out of foster care and doesn't have anywhere to go. People are coming out as LGBTQ. And, wherever they're staying, their parents may not agree with that. When you say, hey, I'm trans, and your family's like, what? And get out, There's a lot of different things that contribute to that.
All right. So, the homeless situation is something that's going on here in Baltimore. We cannot turn a blind eye to it. Most of y'all pass it on a daily basis, and you either shake your head or you do something about it. And it's time that we do something about it. And I appreciate you, Bonnie, for being one of the ones to step up out there, along with several of the others that I know who jump in and take care of the homeless community. And somewhere in there, I will get with you, Bonnie, and Lady Blue will do her contribution to you. In order for you to do just that little bit more for the homeless community. And that's from Lady Blue and also from Covenant Connection. We do like to do what we can for our community because we live in the community. Come on, okay? So Bonnie, how can people reach you, get in touch with you? We will put this information up on the Lady Blue Talk Radio group so that people know what's going on. So how can they reach you?
Okay, you can reach me in person tonight. There's a homeless barbecue planning meeting at Waverly Library at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
You can reach me by phone at 443-494-9569. Facebook, Raymond Lane, Twitter and Instagram at Be More Advocate.
All right, so there you all have it. Bonnie, I want to thank you for taking time out to discuss your candidacy, the homeless situation. I know the one thing that we didn't get into is domestic violence, but we're going to save that for another show because that's a whole show thing, okay? That's not
Thank you so much. Yes, it is.
Yes, that is a whole show thing, and we really need to take the time for that. But I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day. And if no one has told you already this morning, I'm going to tell you I love you.
I love you too.
All right, we'll be talking, Bonnie. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. All right, y'all, there you have it, is Bonnie Raven Lane, Green Party candidate, delegate candidate for y'all. Her story is one that you really have to hear. I will be writing an article on Bonnie for the LadyBlue1.com website. As a matter of fact, have you all gone? You got all of that stuff going on. So go on over there, check it out, okay? And I also want y'all to check out 50shadesofbluevault.com. It's 50 Shades of Blue, BALT.com. That's our domestic violence awareness website where you can get information. You can see some of the stories. You can see some of the things going on in the domestic violence community, especially with the Maryland Women's Law Center and some of the other things that are going on. Really quick, before we even think about going to commercial break, I mentioned to you all at the beginning of this segment about the 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference that's coming up. I do want you all to know that this conference is something that I've been doing for the past 4 years. This will be my 4th year. I do want you all to know how important it is that as a community we come together. Not only education about homelessness, but we need, we need the education about the violence that's going on in our city, the youth that are going through this violence, the adults that are going through this violence, the things that are happening that are not being talked about. These are the things that go on with the 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. Now, what the conference is a safe place for youth, men, LGBTQ, children, women, families to all come together in a safe environment and hear from real people, not actors, not people paid to do anything. Everyone that is in this event has donated their time and their effort to be a part of this event. And we're speaking on the church community as well, because domestic violence goes very silent in the church community, okay? And it happens and we know nothing about it unless, you know, your best friends or things like that. So, you know, amongst all the talking and things that go on in church, we've got a couple pastors coming in to talk about domestic violence in the Christian community because we need to talk about it, point blank. We have opening the ceremony or the conference is Dr. Eric Holmes, author of Power of the Seed. If you have not gotten Power of the Seed, y'all need to go get Power of the Seed because that's a powerful book. One of our pastors is Dr. Lisa Whitehead, who's a pastor and professor at Coppin State University. We have Lady Yvette of Lady Yvette Ministries, who is also, I do want to, before I even continue to go on, every one of the people that are in this conference, outside of maybe one person, has been affected by domestic violence in their life. They've either gone through it, witnessed it, been part of it, gone through the ups and the downs of it, but they know of where they speak. Know that the people that you're talking to are coming from a place of where they know the hurt that is caused by it. We have Lady Yvette of Lady Yvette Ministries. We have Troy Jones, founder of the 108 and the B6 organization, which is a men's support group. Chandra Gore of Chandra Gore Consulting out of Woodbridge, Virginia. That's my girl right there. Melanie Hill, founder of Stronger Than My Struggles. Melanie is one that you really need to come hear her story, because Melanie has been through quite a lot. Melanie has, I want to say Melanie has gone the full gambit, because she's gone to the deep end, she's gone to the dark side, and she's come back to become this powerful businesswoman who still deals with health issues, but is making lives of other people fantastic. I even had the chance to work with her, and it's just fantastic. We have Capri Smith, my uncuffed woman, Capri Smith of Sharper Minds, 501c3 and Woman Uncuffed, and she's also doing the women's the Uncuffed Colloquium, which I am a part of in October, and I'm looking forward to that as being part of the media background and just being a part of abuse. And was in season 7 of Fix My Life with Iyanla Vanzant. And we also have Keisha Davis joining us. We have members of the LGBTQ community that will be joining us to speak. We have special appearances by the Maryland State Police, who will be discussing with us the difference between a peace order and a protective order, because there is a difference. And I need you all to know, this is to educate. I cannot stress this enough. There will be many workshops. Damsel in Defense will be hosting a self-defense workshop, a very short self-defense workshop, to give you an idea of what it means to protect yourself. I also want you all to know we have performers. We have Baltimore's own poet Renee, poet with Shakespeare, which I just shared her latest work on the Lady Blue Talk Radio group, so y'all need to go on over there and see what poet with Shakespeare is up to. We have the D2D Dance Company, which I'm excited about. We also have Brian with the lyrics and Beat Boys music. And I want you all to know that last night I had a renowned entertainer contact me. I'm not going to give out names, because things have got to be finalized to see if this person is going to make the appearance. But they reached out to me. I about fell out when I saw it in the email. He is a performer who does live concerts. He's been in Brazil, he's been in South America, he's been in Europe, he's been here in LA, and he's coming to the DMV area, and he saw 50 Shades of Blue and just said, I want to be a part. So, y'all pray for me that, this comes to fruition, because I was just really, really just blown away that 50 Shades of Blue is reaching out this far, you guys. It really is. And we still need you. We need community support. I put this event on for the past 3 years out of my own pocket. Okay? With the donations that I had. We need you. We need swag bag sponsors. We need event sponsors. We need the community to come out, donate, pay for the tickets. Get these incredible swag bags that will make you feel like your best friend just gave you a gift. It's not going to be filled with just cards and paper and things like that. We're going to give you something you can deal with, something you can use, something that's going to make you feel like somebody really, really thought about you. So we really need your help. So I need y'all to reach out to me either on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. You can email me at 50shadesofbluebaltimore@gmail.com. You can visit the link on my Instagram page and find out how to become a swag bag sponsor, how to become an event sponsor. We need you. There's no shame in my game. I'm challenging everybody to donate. Help us reach our goals so that we can give back to the community, because we want to help at least 1 or 2 families this conference that need the financial help. And your donations will help us do that. And all donations are tax deductible. All donations are tax deductible. We are partnered with a 501c3 called the Way Foundation USA, and they stand behind and support our vision. They have been around for a long time. They are here in the United States as well as overseas in the motherland, Africa. And I cannot be more prouder of Felicia Henderson for partnering with me, with 50 Shades of Blue, and making this what it should be. So your help is needed, and just contact me and I'll tell you how you can donate. If you want to be an event sponsor, contact me so I can get these packages to you. You can get these things set up, because these sponsorships, it's not just your name on a piece of paper. Your business is going to be put out there. Understand what I'm saying? Not just on social media. There's packages where you can get advertising space. Your business out there that won't break your bank. So many things go on. People get money for a lot of frivolous things, and they continue to get money for these frivolous things. But community will not. And when I say community, people look and claim that they don't know what you're doing, and they see you doing this every day. And I posted this the other day. They'll like and comment on everything else, but they won't like and comment on the thing they know that means the most to you. And I'm calling y'all out, and I'm asking you, don't ignore, because it might be going on in your family, and you're ignoring me, you're ignoring them, because silence does nothing to stop domestic violence. Domestic violence is going to continue if you don't speak up and if you don't say no more. No one deserves that kind of violence, man, woman, or child. Not even a dog or a cat deserves that kind of violence. So please, please, please consider donating, consider helping, consider being a part of 50 Shades of Blue, because we really would like that. We're being asked to take this on the road, and I can't take it on the road if I don't have the community support. So just want to leave it at that. Other than that, let's talk about some other things. We talked about this this event, the things that are going on. You can get tickets. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for students ages 7 through 17, and 6 and under are free with a paying adult. We will be selling tickets at the door, but you must have a ticket to enter. If you don't have a ticket, you're not getting in. That's just all there is to it. I can't just keep letting everybody in and out the door. So you must have a ticket to get in. We've got the speakers, we've got the local entertainment, we've got vendors, and we've got some unique vendors, everybody. We've got music, we've got workshops, we're going to have giveaways, we're going to have food, and we're going to have fun. So make sure that you mark the calendar for October 20th, okay? And join us with Master of Ceremonies, MC Jody Brew, as we give you the 4th annual 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. I'm excited. Yes, I am. Okay, and we do have the support of WMSK Online Radio, one of our sponsors, and I just thank Miss Connoisseur for all that she's allowed me to do. You know what? I do want you all to also know that there's a whole bunch of shows here on WMSK. Lots of shows. Okay. We have shows like Lyrical Paradox. We have Pipeline Radio. We have, of course, Lady Blue, Late Night Cupcaking, Spiritual Nourishment, Covenant Connection, which is tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You have True Grit, Let's Talk Radio, The Cypher, Uncut Sports Talk. You got, their shows, Open Wide with Me. You got all of those things going on, and it's right here at WMSKOnlineradio.com. We got it going on. If you're interested in being a part of it, all you need to do is contact us on WMSKOnlineradio.com. Click in the upper right-hand corner where it says contact us and drop us a line. If you wish to sponsor a segment of any show, or you wish to get commercial space, just do the same thing. Just click on advertise with us, and our marketing team will get back with you. So, there's WMSK is out there in the community. We're doing these things, and we do need to make sure that Miss Connoisseur getting her groove on, y'all. She riding that wave. She was just honored recently in New York at Compulsive Magazine, with the You Inspire Me Award. Hats off to Cookie Humphrey and the Compulsive Magazine team for honoring this connoisseur who gave a very powerful speech when she got her award. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to go on over to Facebook and you need to check it out. Okay. Things are moving and shaking for WMSK Online Radio, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So we're going to go on over and we're going to cut to commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to close out the show. But I do want you all to please make sure that you share, consider, follow, like. If you have questions, contact. Don't stand out there and act like you don't know, because I'm right here telling you, and you can continue to share the news. But we're going to come on back with all of that. This is Lady Blue of the Lady Blue Radio Show, live right here, WMSK, onlineradio.com, home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m., where talk radio just got better. Go on and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we live over there too.
Hey, what's up? This is Kate Anderson, CEO and founder of Coliseum Media. And you are now tuned in to the Lady Blue Radio Show, live on WMSK Online Radio. Where talk radio just got better.
Hey everybody, this is Melanie Hill from Stronger Than My Struggles, and you're listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show, live with WMSKOnlineradio.com. Talk radio just got better. Tune in and bring a friend.
away. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Down low, Moulin Rouge, riding a stop on the street. She said, hello, hey Joe, you wanna give it a go? Oh, da da, itchy, itchy, ya ya, here. Mocha chocolate, ya ya, Creole marmalade. C'est small. Ooh, he's ready to move while she freshen up. That boy drag my man, all you want on the black satin sheet where you start to freeze. Itchy, itchy, ya ya, da da. Itchy, itchy, ya ya, yeah. Little Kim, little Kim, little Kim, little Kim. When I sing yours. Yeah, yeah, hey, mocha chocolate. Oh. Ooh. Till it cries more, hey, more. Now is that home doing 9 to 5? Off the street, oh, memories scream more. Ow! Da da. Yeah. make your minimum payments every month, here's what it's going to cost you. Are you sitting down? You'll shell out over
If you're not, you should
$13
be.
in additional interest, and it's going to take over 13 years to pay off your original $25,000 balance. That's how they make money. Now it's your turn to fight back by calling the Debt Solutions Network. We'll work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. We promise we can and will reduce your debt. Call right now for a free 15-minute debt analysis. 800-593-0297. 800-593-0297. 800-593-0297. 800-593-0297.
Hey, what's going on? This is Paul Renee, and you are listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineradio.com. It doesn't get much better than this.
MSKOnlineradio.com. Commercial free 24/7.
All right, everybody. It's me, it's your girl, your favorite blogger. I'm back with you, Lady Blue, live right here, home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, WMSKOnlineradio.com, where talk radio just got better. Before I close out the show, thank you all for joining me today. Thank Bonnie Raven Lane for being my special calling guest and talking about the homeless situation here in Baltimore and her candidacy as a Green Party candidate. There's so many things that are going on around us in this world today that all of our heads are spinning, I'm quite sure, with everything that's going on from Capitol Hill down to the bottom of the hill, okay? And we as citizens here in the United States, we have a lot of work to do. I am imploring, I am, in a sense, begging. If you are not registered to vote, get on over there and register to vote. I'm going to make it a point to put a link on my website, on my pages, everywhere that I am at on social media that will give you, if you are here in the Baltimore area, where you can go and register to vote. I can't do every county in the DMV. I cannot do every place in the DMV. But if you are in DC, register to vote. If you are in Virginia, register to vote. Anywhere in the state of Maryland, register to vote. Anywhere in the United States, register to vote. Your vote does count. If you have not seen the actuality of what has been going on, what is continuing to go on, and think your vote don't count, you're sadly mistaken. It is time to step up. It is time to buck up. It is time to stand as citizens of this country and say, we're not going to put up with it anymore. If you're not going to speak for us, you need to go. And that is exactly what we need to do. Too many folks are about the money. Too many folks are about what they can get, and it's not about you at all. You, me, we are paying for their luxury, and it needs to stop. I don't care if you are Republican. I don't care if you are Democrat. I don't care if you are independent. I don't care if you're green, yellow, polka dot, stripe, horizontal, vertical, whatever it is, get out and vote. Research your candidates. You just heard that one of the candidates that is on the ballot for November is under investigation for sexual violation. Come on. Do we really want to put sexual predators in office? No. We got one in office right now, and nobody wants to get rid of it. Okay? I'm just calling a spade a spade. We need to stand together. I'm done with the gaslighting. I'm done with the think it's not what you think it is. I'm sorry, my ears heard exactly what was on that tape. My ears heard exactly what was on the tape that came from entertainment, whatever. My ears have seen it, or my eyes and my ears have seen the actions of this person in front of the camera who turns around and tries to make you think that that's not what you saw when you know that's what you saw. And I'm tired of an administration that gets up on a daily basis, puts on their clothes, puts on their makeup, walks down to wherever their job is and stands in front of a mic and gets paid to lie. We know politicians will be politicians. It's time to put some politicians that we know. Get out and shake your politician's hand. Look them in the eye. See what they're about. Ask them what they stand for. See if that's something that you're going to stand behind. Know what it is that you're supporting before you step in that booth and press that button or color in that space or whatever it is that you do. Okay? Because your vote counts. We are under a real trying time, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not a praying person, you best get to praying now. Okay? We need that prayer to help these folks understand. Because see, while we're all dealing with this and talking about we shocked and can't believe it, stuff is going on under the radar. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, retirement. They're trying to gut all things that give you money so they can keep the money for themselves. Wake up, people. It is time for you to be aware and alert of what's going on in your own community. Stop just getting up, drinking your coffee, brushing your teeth, going to work, grabbing something to eat, going back home, kicking off your shoes, going to bed. Cut it out, because there's more going on than just you going through that droll every day. Sit down and have a discussion. My husband and I had a discussion last night. Sit down, talk about it. See what's going on. See how everybody feels. You don't have to lose friendships over your opinion. We all have a right to our opinion. Some of us need to learn where our opinion needs to be heard, and some of us need to learn where our opinion just needs to be that, our opinion. Okay? We need you. We need you to vote. That is my motivational message for you today. Get out there and be a part. Don't just sit back and look down your arm and your finger and start pointing and going, they are the problem, this, that, and the other. Because if you don't get off your butt, guess what? You are part of the problem too. I do want to make sure that you all keep in mind the young lady and her sister in Oakland. Her name is Nia. She was killed for absolutely no reason, standing on the platform of the BART train station in Oakland. The man slit her throat, 18 years old. She was just sitting there talking to her sister, talking about the birthday party they just left from, and now she's gone. It's time, people. And of course, the person they caught, the family is stepping out and saying he's got mental issues, he's schizophrenic, he's bipolar, he's not getting help, he's not taking his medication. If that's the case, we need to step up in our mental health area. We need to step up in the care that happens, but he also just got out of jail for robbery. Keep that in mind, okay? This young lady, our hearts and prayers go out to the family of Nia. Our hearts and prayers go out to the two young ladies that passed away, who have, I believe, recently been laid to rest, one in D.C., one here in Maryland. The killing's got to stop, y'all. It's got to stop. We got to find some way to just say no more. Stop using the gun as a resolution and open your mouth and use your brain and talk to somebody. Stop with the killing. It's not helping at all. Before I get all hyper, thank you guys for joining me here today. You can find me across social media. Just look for Lady Blue One, LadyBluu1. You can reach out to me at ladyblue17@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Google+, Blast5, Black Folks Hotspots. I'm just about everywhere. Other than that, you know what I always say. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy, it does come in the morning. Get out there and live out loud and enjoy this fabulous weather. And remember, be a blessing to somebody, because you may be the only Bible that they get for the day. I love you. I'll join you all here next Thursday. Peace out. When your back's against the wall.